Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? 1, 2, and 3. Let's see, around here should probably be fine, yeah. I'll need to remember to lower that later when I record, but anyhow. Let's see. Hello, Kaiser. Hello, Leary? Potential man will always get a buff, yeah? Eventually. As for the Rinclair video, I'll be honest. Rinclair is way too fucking easy to use to the point where it's like, do I really need to make a video on how hard this guy hits? Not really, but it's probably just going to be on the cards anyway. And hey, Sonic. Welcome, 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 welcome. And Alex, thanks for the 31 months of subscription. Good fucking lord, you've been staying subscribed even while I haven't been streaming. Alright. Rather, the last time I streamed, it was over on YouTube only, even. Anyhow, let's see here. I'll just move Twitch chat to the other window so I can actually see it. I don't know why it decided to shift itself to the other side, but eh. There we go. Bottom left, Twitch chat. Top right, YouTube chat. Anyway, for the facility itself so far that we've got from memory. Let's see, One Sin, Welchers, Forsaken Murderer, Funny Bracelet, Letitia, Reddit, the absolute pain in the ass that is a silent orchestra that we are not going to be able to get rid of. Let's go gambling. 10 stream watch streak, nice. Let's see, Punishing Bird, Funny Lady Facing the Wall, Fragment of the Galaxy. Don't remember what this thing was, we just don't use it for whatever reason. Button, which I probably shouldn't press. Grappling Armor. Warm-Hearted Woodsman. Funny Clock, which is very useful in getting rid of problems. Corporation of Lobotomies, yes. Welcome, Zaf. Are you ready for the session tonight? I assume you are not. That's yes. Sakura. Oh, one more and I can make the suit. Night of Despair. Don't remember what that one was. German Man in a box. And this is censored. I do not remember how to actually deal with censored. You forgot it was tonight? Well, here's your reminder then, mate. Alrighty. Grinded the Silent Orchestra's ego gift in your 50-day facility. Ouch. Anyhow, I need to remember to give certain people certain gears. For example, Sleepy doesn't need to use Moonlight anymore. And then whoever's got Moonlight can go ahead and use Moonlight. There you go. Now we can probably upgrade a couple of other people's gears. Let's see. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Everyone's pretty much alright for the time being. Up. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome, 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 welcome. Alrighty, let's get started and see if I even remember how to manage this particular facility. Censored, I don't remember what type of work I was supposed to do with Censored. Or rather, who I was even sending to do the work with Censored. But let's just zoom that by, see if he dies, see if he lives. Or if we're gonna have a stupid breach. Need Needs more sanity. Needs more prudence. You gonna be alright? Yeah, he's gonna be fine, right? Yeah, it was black damage. We're fine. Was it insight, which is good? Okay, insight up to 4. Kind of annoying. Why is it very high for the earlier ones? Ah. Let's see. Right, we had the funny portrait. That's what it was. Yeah, just attach to Frab. That works. Then we needed to do some attachment training on a couple of these. Insight. And we can just zoom past on quite a few of these. Repress the box. Because yeah, we don't really need to work with Silent Orchestra as much. Letitia, I'm pretty sure we've got all the gear. Yep, we've got all the gear. All-round helper, we've already got the gear, but they're repression trainer. Everyone's repression is pretty solid. Except the fellow who's wearing the gear. And since we've force suppressed the entire top half, we don't have to worry about that. For the time being, at least. I guess Bahamut can manage this one. Why not? Imagine that Kura needs it. Yeah, go for it. And when those two enter, we get first meltdown. What's melting down? Knights of Despair. That is fine. Incites it again with Say Hi, though that might go disastrously. Don't breach. Don't fuck up. Hopeless, bruh. You are a level 5 agent wearing Aleph gear. You are perfectly fine. Red Dawn. I don't remember. Oh, right. Clowns. Should be easy. ASMR duo. Lady Against the Wall and Forsaken Murderer. Crumbling Armor Addicts. Warm-Hearted Woodsman. Kind of a terrible combination, because the moment you do attachment work, it just instantly kills your guy. Gotta love it. Completely censored. I don't really want to work on that thing with a percentage chance fail, because it instantly nukes swings downwards. Get those success rates up. Okay, that's fine. You were the yandere type, right? Yep. Yep. Thing bursts out. Is this some sort of SCP game? Oh yeah, pretty close to, honestly. It's like SCP management. Each of these has like some really weird conditions or management guidelines. For example, this thing, Fairy Festival. If you work with something else while under the fairy's care, they will immediately just eat up whatever agent was doing so. This thing here, funny German man in a box. If you stare at it while performing work on it, it will actually just start breaching. Been a while since you've seen a streamer play one of those? For the most part, the one that's, let's see, the one that's played the most these days, is it Secret Lab? Hang on, one sec. I normally have that installed just to play with another mate. Yeah, Secret Laboratory is normally the one. Secret Laboratory is normally the one people play, simply because you can invite a whole bunch of people into a server just to stick around, basically. But yeah, everything has weird or unique conditions on how it's managed, that kind of affair. And there's a lot of weird stuff here. And every now and then the facility gets some bullshit happening to it. Inevitably, it has weird bullshit happen to it. I think that was all of them? Nope, that was this side. No, especially not you. We do not want you messing with the silent orchestra. Oh, reduced by 1 is not fun. Okay. Should be fine, should be fine. Insight work. Let's see. Stay high again. Just pray he doesn't stuff it up. Repression, attachment. Alright, this one was the funny heart. Heart of asphyxiation. If you end up using it for too long, you just start, yeah. But yeah, you're right. Bootleg SCP-096 would be correct. Okay, we did find what's censored again. Good. No associated ego suit. Oh, but does have an ego weapon. Nice to know. We'll need to work with it one more time to get the full details out of it. I think we're going to want to work at least once with... Yeah. At least once with this so we can get the ego suit as well. You are a... Anything goes, was it? With good, lowered, panicked, lowered. Reach 0, random employees were yanked in. Continuously attempting to select and converse, blah, blah, blah. After dragging employee in, etc. Okay. So just do whatever. Tuned in. Do we have the train? We have avoided the train at all costs. We do not wish that level of pain. We are, however, about to go through this level of pain. And what kind of ego suit would Censored have, and how would agents react to wearing it? Not great, I'd imagine. Considering everyone's terrified upon, like, just glancing upon it. Punishing bird is broke. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna do up to the noon. I don't want to go past the noon that much, or that often, usually. Come on, say hi, stop failing. You can only fail, like, 10 times. And then you're screwed. Alrighty. Penalties for breaching Abnos. Nope, we're good. Okay. Get some extra work in while you can. Escape information. There we go. Censored weapon. 222 is required. And we can get the censored eye. Huh. Okay. And realistically, we can get the thing, and we can get the thing in the next 2 days, reset, and not have to deal with censored. So censored doesn't seem like the kind which has any kind of weird breach condition, so it's kind of inert, kind of safe. At least I think it is. Hang on. Let's see, blah blah blah. Panicked when they encountered, blah blah blah. When it was bad, the Cleafoff counter. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty benign. Anyone ever done a bong bong only run? I know someone or a friend who has a facility that is just bong bongs. To answer, yes. Someone has indeed done a bong bong only run. I wouldn't necessarily say they're the most interesting, but yeah, someone's done it. Yeah, looking at what their facility was like was something of a nightmare, but yeah. I trust in these two to not fuck up. Please do not fuck up. We are just making you work with the Abnos for extra stats at this point. And we can do one more. Let's give some attachment to Josh over here. If I see a Seihai has died and censored is now breaching, that is going to be very unfortunate. Take a shot for every trumpet that gets triggered at the end of the day. I do have alcohol. I do not feel like drinking tonight because I have a tabletop RPG session to run later. And it's a rather complicated encounter, so I am going to need all my wits about me. Anyhow, I do not want to deal with the monoliths, so here we go. Joshua promoted, Kura promoted. Aki's Justice up to 5, wow. Good stuff all around. I might just keep censored. Pokebus. Well, some of these sound great, yeah. Okay, for those in charts, you may indeed vote. 1 for the first one, 2 for the second one, 3 for the third one. Let me resize the screen so that you guys can actually see what each of these options properly are. There you go. So, type 1 in chat if you want Pokebus, type 2 in chat if you want, and many shells cried out one word, manager. Or if you want number 3, the girl begged in tears, Mister, please cut off my feet. If not, I will roll a dice, flip a coin, whatever it takes. Alright, out the gate, we have a vote for 2. We have a vote for 1. If 2 options have an even count of people voting, I will flip a coin. Alright, going once. Going twice. Alright. Between those 2 then. Let me find myself a coin. I only have a stack of like 3 of them sitting around. They're just like Games Workshop monthly coins. Yeah, I've got a dice instead. 1 to 3. We roll Pokebus. 4 to 6. We roll number 2, whatever it is. Okay, 1. We've got Pokebus then. 50. No voting twice, even if it's in your name. Oh, shit. Okay, we've got 2 things to deal with then. Let's see. No. No, we are not. We are vetoing number 1 by a long shot for this one. We are not dealing with the train. When the time comes, the train will chug down the tracks and sound its mighty horn. 1, 1, 1, 1. Root. Don't do this, Root. Don't do this. You are asking me to reset the memory repository. That is what you're asking me to do. As for 2, and the prayer shall inevitably end with the eternal despair of its worshipper. And the 3rd one is the giant tree sap. If we take it, we are inevitably going to reset back to day 21. We have been in this loop multiple times now. Going once. Going twice. Hold to the train. Did you know there's a cactus on your chaotic mess desk? It seems that an employee... I've already read this one. I will skip over. You believe the cactus will bear a flower? Yes, it will. Believe in the hope. I am going to watch that train just go straight through the facility and we are going to scream. Because I'm going to forget about the fucking train. Eh? Did we really not work with the Pokebus that much? I guess we didn't. Okay. Oh, the train is a... Oh. Why is it a tool lab? No, though. Anyhow. We do have people in the Discord who have made nuggets. So give me a sec here while I go find one of those. Hey Sonic, welcome back. We are probably resetting to the repository. In the meantime, though, let us get your one in, Everett. Hire, customize. Everett, 3127. And we are looking at 255. 107. 173. And we are then looking at 41. 41, 55023. And finally, 216. As for your stats, you can have a bit of everything. Everything but a sense of justice. We are going to place you in the safety team and move Sleepy probably downstairs to inevitably deal with whatever fucking bullshit we have here. As for Ego Gear, what can we give ya? Safety team, safety team. We don't actually... Oh, right. We do have cherry blossoms. You can have some pink stuff. Train isn't so bad, it really isn't compared to Flesh Idol. Well, we'll see. There's the box. There's the Pokebus, and there's the train. So, this thing lights up, and then you're meant to take a ticket from it before it lights up too much, right? That's how that thing works? You take 0.5, you take 0.4, you take 0.4. And you have the highest prudence now. Nice. Oh, it lit up by 1. Okay. Take a ticket every time you can. Oh. And like, how fast does this build up exactly? I see. I don't know what kind of damage you are. Or what I'm supposed to do to you, rather. I don't know. Sleepy, give it a shot. Gotta get to 4 for max benefits, but you might forget. And if I forget, then the train comes along, I take it. So this is like a micro test. Like every 30 seconds, and if you're on accelerated time, then oh. I can see why that would get annoying fast. Necessarily, but yeah. Dragon's Instinct is nuked because of the bonus. Not sure if we can get that bonus back up, but otherwise, yeah. Every 30 seconds, the lights, they will run up to 4. When an employee receives a ticket from the clerk, the lights will reset. So it's like every 2 minutes, gotta remember. What are the benefits of having a ticket anyway? When a ticket is received with 1 light, slightly recover. When a ticket is received with 2, significantly recover. Okay. You have to stare at this thing and keep taking tickets, man. Ask Valentina for the benefits of having a ticket. Yes. Ticket, basically. See, your repression's pretty good. Say high's repression could use some work. And at least we can pause time for this, right? Oh, this is going to be so annoying when we start having to, like, suppress things. We lost her tick and got a roach instead. Ah, yes. Honey Emperor. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. When it was good, when it was bad. Yep. Temperance free or lower will receive massive white damage when it escapes. Okay, so just be more sane. Very straightforward. Gotta look away from the box. Gotta look away from the box. Fairy Festival's having a meltdown. That's not that big a problem. Nothing else in the facility should be able to have a meltdown, so should be fine. But yeah, this is a check back in. Ticket was received, blah, blah, blah. All employees within the department recover HP and SP. Okay, so funny stick and navel flower, basically. So your red damage, you take 1.2 times red damage. And you have a lot of fortitude anyway, so you're fine. Let's see. Also, having Lamp Gregor in sinking is a godsend. You can have reliable Solemn Lament after everyone else stacks sinking. Like Mouth Forceful Everlasting. Yeah, that's one potential use. A fellow in my Discord was trying to get around the idea of having... Let's see, what was it? Using him as the Rupture. Or using him to pop Rupture instead. Since he has a lot of coins for Rupture and goes last. So as long as you build up enough stacks, you can use him to nuke Rupture down. Potentially. Otherwise, you can just use his Clashable Guard and not touch the Rupture stack at all. Interesting way of making use of it anyhow. Otherwise, yeah, the amount of damage you get out of Solemn Lament is quite a lot. Every time I see the first light come up, it's just a little bit of a don't want to deal with that, don't want to deal with that. A ticket received with 4 lights, all blah blah blah, all in the facility. Okay. That's like the big benefit. Big benefit. At least I don't have anything that's too volatile otherwise. Get your ass over there, get your ass over there, holy shit. I don't have anything else that's too volatile to deal with. At least this time around. I don't have to worry too much. They are already way maxed out. Say hi and Aki could do with it. There's just going to be a time where I forget that the train is indeed a thing and it's just going to go horrifyingly wrong. And you hear the horn and it's just going to go to hell. Thankfully, there's at least no demerit for constantly just policing the thing and taking the ticket. I guess except this counter going up. Actually, no, the counter doesn't even go up. We're fine then. You just need to keep taking the damn ticket. Alright. Whatever the next one ends up being, we then have to instantly send everyone to deal with the Dawn. Thankfully, we don't have any Abno Rights activists this time around, so this should be pretty clear-cut. No clerk rights activists. Should be easy. And I'm pretty sure everyone's got the HP to deal with this kind of shit. Pretty sure. Oh. Welcome, 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 welcome. Imagine wanting rights for your extremely marketable Eco Gear farms. Yes, yes, indeed. Yep, that one was easy. We got the ticket. Haven't actually seen the capo's use yet. Oh, that's fast. Okay. Go grab the things that everyone in the whole side you can benefit. Chink. Okay. It really is just dance, look back, look back. Fuck's sake, it counts even after. Or doesn't reset the count to 0. That is a bit more annoying. All things considered. The attachment. You're not Kura, go for it. Let's see. Happy affiliate anniversary. Yet. Eh? What do you mean yet? I don't know, man. And as for watching, redeeming cat. There are no cat ears on here now. Fuck, 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 fuck. I looked away for a bit too long. Yep, hang on. I need to make sure a train doesn't go through this facility. Alright. Just a moment. I've got some laundry that needs handling. Yes, I'm still ticking down your cat time watching.
Hey guys. I'm stealing the microphone. Hang on, I should Nya because he still has the cat one. Yeah. Hey Nya. What? Yes, the stream has been hijacked, Nya. So yes, this is the girlfriend next door. Yeah. Ah yes, the more interesting ecos here, Nya. Carcam Carcam now. Where is my cat, Nya? Where is the cat? She's there. She's there, Nya. I don't know how long she would stay in place though, Nya. It would be easier if she was on the bed, Nya. So we would be able to actually set up the cam. Oh, he's back, Nya. Okay. Huh? Not yet, Nya? Okay. How lagged is YouTube's chat actually, Nya? Don't know how delayed it is. Good to see you positively affected him, by the way, Nya. Finally went into YouTube videos. Can become your editor eventually, yeah. Okay. Here's something people need to keep in mind, yeah? It was technically not my fault that he ended up in YouTube, yeah. Because for those who don't know the particular story, what essentially happened, yeah, was he asked me to make templates for Project Moon. I did. It did very well on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram now. And then out of nowhere, he suddenly went, people are talking about this canto wrong. I think, not canto wrong. Something was wrong. And he was like, I'm gonna make a video about it out of spite, yeah? And I'm not gonna do much after. And then it blew up, yeah. So I was like, you wanna try again? Yeah. It did well again. So now he's stuck here now. Anyways, he's gonna get his camera back now.
Not mind stream getting hijacked.
I can still hijack you now.
Oi.
I can still hijack. I have a mic now.
Yes, I know you indeed have a microphone. Let's say blah blah blah. The train is a slow and insidious killer. Yes, yes indeed. Also, that is punishing bird somewhere. Oh, there it is. Now you got a video that reaches 7.5k in a day. I will say that's not necessarily on my own merits. I will say that is more so on the merits of the ID being particularly new. Usually with the newer IDs, they perform better, but that's like a given since people want to see new content. Simple as, simple as. Seriously, it feels like I look away for less than a minute and it's already built up 2 tickets. It builds up 1 almost immediately. Oh god. This is terrible. But if you did a breakdown like that for every new ID, you'd get a good influx of people. Aren't going to want to do that. Thing is, those take me about... If it's in that much detail, it takes about a day to script out. And then like a couple of hours of editing later, it's pretty much done. If it was the case of doing less editing than I do, then it'd probably be easy enough to finish within like a day and just ship it out almost same day. Now, if I was to go and stoop down to the level of only covering what the ID does and not how it works in the sandbox, that would be 10 minutes of my time and that'd be it. I'd only be writing the first third of my script, basically, and it'd be over. And then I'd be releasing something on the level of like Moo, I guess, would be the easiest comparison, where they literally just go over the kit, shit talk a bit, and then go. Shots fired. Buddy, they're always the one which is like the first or second search result. It's less shots fired and more just, there's a reason they're that fast. I'm not going to say it's necessarily a bad thing. Some people prefer just having it spoken to them and then they can come to their own analysis from there. But otherwise, yeah, there's not much of substance to come back for. And that's kind of the thing I want to try and avoid, being particularly one note about things. I'd reckon that's probably why both the Forced and... Let's see, both Forced videos weren't particularly great that I'd done more recently. Those ones were indeed a little bit more one note. At least the Index Force. Actually, no, the Index Force one I put a bit too much effort in and got like on, basically. Because it was the whole joke of following the pre-script. But yeah, it came out way too late, and everyone else had already covered it, and pretty much wrote it off as not the most relevant idea. Yeah, I'm going to go to the express train regardless. Oh, fuck's sake. Say hi is currently working. Oh. Okay, it's done. He just needs a recover pulse. Okay, now he can go back in. Express train is hateful. Yes, express train is very hateful. I would not wish express train on my worst enemy a good chunk of the time. Oh. Apparently YouTube is having, what's it called? Bitrate issues. Don't know why. Hang on. Let's say blah blah blah. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Hang on. Currently not receiving data for this stream. If you believe this is incorrect, ensure you're sending a stream to the correct stream key. Wait, it should be though. Hang on. Fellas on YouTube, can you actually see the stream still, or is the stream dead? One second here. Apparently the stream should be fine. It is having a little trouble here and there, it looks like. One sec. That's etc. Blah blah blah. Frames dropped to rendering. Frames dropped to network. Oh, we are losing some frames to network. Well, we did lose some frames to network for a moment. You wished express train on this streamer. Just found out. It's fucking funny. Bruh. How could you? Okay, and back to there. Okay. Look, it just means I have to check back every 2 minutes or so. You can see it? Alright, then we're solid. We're solid. Oh. So they just have an idling animation if there's nothing there. Nice. We can get another workout censored. Give it a moment to recover. No, you don't. Punishing bird has escaped containment. Yes, that is indeed normal. Just take the goddamn ticket. Say hi, don't fail on me now. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay, barely. We're good. And Punishing Bird is back home. Good. Get a bit more training in. This thing is just going to make me so paranoid that I'm just going to keep checking back on it. All lights have illuminated another brightness to a glow. The train will cross through the facility and cause black damage to all employees who are caught in its path. After it has crossed, its lights will reset. Fantastic. Don't say nothing there, oi. We haven't indeed gotten nothing there yet. Okay, we can do one more. I really should stop checking in on, what's it called, Schadenfreude. Else, at some point, it's just gonna go, hey, Lamau. Alright, that should be the last work for today, because I don't want to deal with the noon. Okay, we can end the day. We've already collected a ticket 40 fucking times in a single day. That is going to be absolutely horrifying. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Pretty sure I've already read through this one, so we can skip along. You wish to meet A? Nope, not really. Central Command. We should be fine, right? I hate this thing with a passion. Why is it pixelated? Booking clerk remains dauntingly quiet. Who remains dauntingly quiet sells tickets for a train with no final destination. There are no clocks to alert the arrival of times. Instead, there are some blinking lights. The first and second lights illuminates. Your mind clears. The third light illuminates. Your mind clears and your wounds close. The fourth light illuminates. The condition of every employee in every department improves. When you hear the train's horn off in the distance. When the time comes, the train will chug down the tracks and sound its mighty horn. There's no doubt that it will plunge through the endless tunnel while boarding the employees who have not taken a step back from the tracks. Now, that's just horrifying. As for sense... Oh, jeez. Oh, that's a long one. Oh, God. We'll save that for later. We're just going to buff up some of the other departments. So that they don't have to work as hard later. Yeah, some of you are behind. Cassid over here is very behind. So randomly in your recommendations, just going to wish you luck with actually finishing this run. I feel like this run probably isn't going to properly finish. Why? Because this cunt's staring back at us. We are at day 25. If I can get enough for Censored's gear, which should be pretty easy, I should be able to just grab it and reset. I have Express Train. You can blame 2 of the fellas in chat for that, currently. While it isn't the single worst thing to happen, it's still pretty bad. And yeah, still pretty bad. Theoretically, it's winnable. Do you want to deal with Express Train during 45 to 50? Not at all. Yes, not at all. That's why we are probably just doing the bare minimum. Grabbing sensors, gear, and then, yeah. We're not going to get something that doesn't play nicely with Express. So anything on a time limit. It's a bad cavalcade enabler. Well, yeah. Go figure. We're just going to do the bare minimum, and then we're going to hit that rewind button. Because once we get the gear, we don't have to finish the day, right? We can just rewind, right? Oh, gonna go to sleep. Wish you luck with your next run. We can rewind to the repository still. We are still fine. Yes, Rills, I understand. The meows. But please. My cat is meowing at me. He knows the struggle and the pain of that we are about to erase 5 days. That we're about to erase 5 days of progression. All because someone wanted the funny train. Yes. Means we can probably speed this along. Think you have to finish the day, don't remember? And the gear, weak mindset, you just gotta plow through that. Christ. Fine. We can finish the day, we can take the train, and then we can scream later. Good job, Joshua. You managed to lower the fragment of the universe. Or probably lower it. Nope, not lowered. Nice. But yeah, if it doesn't need the... Preferably... Oh god. That was on free lights. Look, man, you like trains? Oh, nice. Yes, just because you like trains, though, doesn't necessarily mean I want them cruising through my facility. Rather, the kind that would careen through the facility are not the preferred kind of trains. Especially when you have to micromanage the facility. You know, I'm just gonna park Sleepy in front of the damn thing. That way she can just keep grabbing the tickets. Just slap, grab ticket, slap, grab ticket. Just have to remember to check back in every time. Because there will almost always be a light. Every time we sweep over the facility, just grab the fucking ticket. And we should be fine. Christ, this really is just a micro check. Micro and memory check. Do you remember to claim your fucking ticket every 30 seconds to minute? Because the facility is going like 2 times speed. I feel like that's only just going to compound and get worse and worse. Okay, we'll send one more up here. And then once they're sorted with it, that should trigger the thingamabob. This is so many levels of no. But it's kind of terrifying, some of these. Okay, good. Alright, I will place it to a vote. Are we continuing or are we resetting to the repository? Say yes to continue, say no to repository. And if there is no response, I'll flip a coin in a moment. Fuck it, we ball, make some content. Fuck. That's one for yes. We continue. A pro coin flip, I see. Can we make quota before hitting that noon? I'm not sure we can. We may have to deal with some Terminator robots. Okay, that's better to have Punishing Bird escape early. You're cool to reset? Okay. Which means we've got 1 for 1, and we've got 2 for 1. Oh god. We've got 2 continuers, 1 for no. You hate the train. You done say, Bahamut, you done say. Also, Bahamut, I was looking back over some old footage that I had lying around on my YouTube. Were you the same Bahamut that took part in the AC6 tournament that I ran? I think you were. So I looked back, I was like, wait, Bahamut's been around since that long ago? Shit. What do you mean, uh-oh? What is this uh-oh? Yes, I see. Fair enough. Oh, we are going to be short of quota. Oh, God. Terminator robots. We can repress as many he's as we want, but they do not provide as much power as a WoW. And we could repress an Aleph. Or die trying. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Attachments. Do it. Because you think you just left that server a few weeks ago on Discord? You're the Etano Circus guy. Ah. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, no matter what, we're going to have to deal with the noon. That's a bit on the annoying side. Because yeah, we are not going to be able to produce enough energy. If my attention is diverted away for too long, then that express train is just going to, yeah. Okay, I need to pick what triggers it then. My best agents are downstairs. My worst agents are upstairs. How many different things is that button going to cycle through? Just to say, hey, Lamau, come look at us. Alright. See how bad it goes. Okay, I know we can burst down a good chunk of these if we try, but having to micro each of these little quads is going to be a certain kind of misery. And some of them are 100% gonna either have a really rough time or get close to kicking the bucket. Unless I just death ball and try to get them one at a time, then maybe it'll be easier. Maybe. I don't think every single one of my agents has the fortitude to take this on their own. Or on their own terms, at least. We don't have enough of them death balling, but you guys will have to fuck off, and a lot of clerks are gonna die. Did we bring enough bullets for this? Is a good question. Okay, those guys are fine. You guys are fine. If anything, we can use you guys as the death squad to clear out the rest. Wish there was an easier way to see everyone who was in the room, but... Yeah, you're all fine. One more up there, and probably one more transitioning between rooms. Wait, where is the other one? Or was it only that one left? Oh no, there's one downstairs. It's shut down between rooms. Wow. Elevator shit show. Get 'em, boys. Nice. There we go. Yeah, I think we can, since we're past the noon, we can push out some more stats. Yeah, I don't think I have a choice but to keep this particular run going in that case. Gotta micro this fucking express train. Wait, why is your temperance down? Increasing time limit of meltdown alarms by 6 seconds. That's nice. $93, blah, 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 97, there we go. We should be get that fucking ticket. We should be fine otherwise. We've worked with this thing so much that it's at 999. Fuck, it's like 40 times every round. Have I end up making videos about that AC6 tournament or no? I might make one in the future, honestly, simply because it is a pretty good highlight of what happens when there isn't necessarily a meta yet and people are still having fun using whatever builds they feel like using. And that's its own kind of nice thing, essentially. That's its own kind of nicety, but aside from that, yeah. Because we do have a nice story and through line, if you think of it esports-wise, because we had Bort and Vumsy in that particular tournament. Bort being a crazy one-trick, running the Bort build, and Vumsy being the one who figured out the meta earliest, probably. At least in terms of that tournament. And knew that using a tetrapod with specific attacks or specific gear was more than enough. Claiming that express ticket. Yeah, it's fucking so many uses per. It's kind of insane. Have to remember. Let's see. Happy you got so far with 8 million missiles. Was it still usable? Yeah. And eventually the tracking. A game with no meta. True magic. That thing kinda doesn't exist unless you manage to achieve perfect balance. And even then, there isn't really a thing such as perfect balance, so to speak. Rather, perfect balance is asking for a different kind of pain. You end up with chess. And while chess is the closest you'll get to perfect balance, it then becomes a complete and total information game. Where the more you know about play patterns and the dynamics of chess, the likelier you are to win. To an extent, of course, but... even gonna make it there in time? You infected with something, mate? You know, maybe we should just end the day once Punishing Bird comes back. Oh god, they're what are they infected with? AC6, no matter, seeing the stupidest builds still make it, yeah. Ah, fuck, because say hi stuck there, we just can't. Shit. Crab's not gonna make it. Not without Kura probably kicking the bucket. We need to work on one more thing. Yeah, what are you guys infected with? Why is that there? Shit, agreed. I know they're just clerks, but still. Don't let the cherry blossom tree grab people like that. Breaching Abnose. Where the fuck is Punishing Bird? Get back to your bloody containment. Like, what are you guys infected with? What is that? How do you even get it? Where's the bird? Who's he pecking? Yeah, what are you guys infected with? And is that infection just going to keep spreading? Don't give up too much for those who've died. Just accept it and move on. Protecting others is the least I can do. Bruh. I don't want to see what happens with that particular disease, so I think we're just going to end the day. Yep, everyone's alive. Work success rate's gone down to 10. Yeah. Fantastic. Attack speed's gone down to 10. Here we go. The train is being kept. Okay. Vote number 1. One day you'll understand the meaning of the desperation on their faces when the roulette spins. Number 2 is 1.76 megahertz, and number 3 is Poday. Vote 1 if you want whatever the hell this one is. Vote 2 if you want the funny static, and vote 3 if you want the best boy in the world. So far, we only have a vote for 1. Give me a moment to just grab something to drink so that I don't dry out my throat. Alright, we have 2 votes for 1. And we only have one vote for 2 and 3. Or 2, rather. 2, 3. We also have a vote for 3 from the one next. So, hang on. We will need to flip a coin here. I have a set of playing cards here. If the card I flip is black, we will go with number 1. If not, if it is red, then we'll go with number 3. It is a black card, so we're going for number 1. I think I've read up to the dialogue of about 30, yep. I have not seen this dialogue, though. I want to go home. Sister, we probably aren't going back to our old house anymore. Try to think of this place as your new home. How can you even call this place home? It's too different from our real home, and there's no mom. Oh, what if we said Carmen was our new mom then? No, it isn't the same at all. Let me go home, please. Enoch? Why do you keep trying to participate in those weird experiments? You know we don't have to. Besides, Carmen told us we didn't have to worry about anything here too. Of course, it'd be really fun to spend time with you here, without a care in the world. Sometimes I imagine a future like that. It would be a very happy one. But how would we be able to find meaning in our lives there? There are children abandoned in the outskirts who are dying every day. Who are only able to live on thanks to an unexpected turn of events. Settling for simple comfort in this place is not what I was born to do. And it shouldn't be either. Your words are too hard for me. Why do you have so many thoughts on your mind? They say too much thinking might make you a weird person. You know, Lisa, I think I've always been sad. Never loved my own life for even a second. How nice would it be to live in a happy world next time? Enoch, are you hurt? No, it doesn't hurt one bit. Please don't be sad. I know something good will happen next time. Seems you're awake. You are in Lobotomy Corporation, and I'm the one who woke you. Both of you are Tifareth. You will be working as my assistants, helping me with amazing work from here on out. Why do we have the same name? Because there is no point in distinguishing between you two. Hi, nice to meet you, Tifareth. Keep making silly mistakes, Tifareth. Don't worry, I'll help you. I'm sure you'll be fine on your own pretty soon. We made it so far. The other Sephiroth wouldn't have dreamed of working this fast. We might even be better partners than we thought. Yeah, I think so too. I wonder, why do we exist here? Why do you worry about that? We're part of the Central Command Department, and we're sitting on a mountain of work to do. We just need to focus on the task at hand. We're radically different from normal machines. I think about you, and you think about me. We both ponder about things, feel pain, and recognize our own existence. There must be some reason for it. Be careful, Tifareth. If Miss Angela finds out you're wondering about things like that, she won't be happy about it. Lady Angela, what will happen to Tifareth? Apart from the fact that his condition is abnormal, his excessive questioning will affect the manager's duties as well. Since his behavior is unacceptable under any circumstances, I'll have to reset him to the default status now. Don't worry, you'll be alright. You're simply going back to your first day at the company. Is this rocket science? Not exactly. But Angela, Tifareth has spent so much time with me. You're really starting to act like a child now, Tifareth. Why don't you say your goodbyes then? So you two will meet again soon anyway. Tifareth? Tifareth? I'm sorry, Tifareth. Why are you crying, Tifareth? I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. Please don't be sad. I know something good will happen next time. Yeah. You're here. Sometimes I spend my time here. makes me think about a lot of things. Tifereth always looked at the world one step ahead of me. He was seeing his own world that I will never come to know. We were always next to each other, but in reality, we were never truly together. Do you know that feeling of missing someone, even though they're standing right beside you? I don't care at all about the meaning or purpose of existence that Tifereth talked about. I just wanted the two of us to happily stay together. That was all. But this place won't allow us to have even that small luxury. There are countless Tifereth's dead bodies piled up here. Can't you see? I'm standing here, stepping on their remains, trampling over all the memories, reminiscences, and time I spent with Tifereth. Standing on top of it right now. But I still don't get it. I still can't reach the world Tifereth saw. I sing the song of our hometown and mourn for Tifereth, even though this will never reach him. Care to join me? Tifereth, what are you doing here? Just reminiscing on old memories. What memories? The good days when we were together. You're right. We had lots of fun together. Come back to me soon, Tifereth. I'll be reading the rest of the report. I will. You can replace the machine and transfer the key memories all you want, but that still won't bring me back to the Tifereth I knew. Does that really matter though? Tifereth will continue to smile at you, and he'll spend time with you just like before. Kindly refrain from bringing up such wasteful matters, Tifereth. It's completely meaningless here. I don't really like you. The new manager would always have some kind of influence on Tifereth, and that would eventually lead to yet another breakdown. It will be the same, time and time again. We will discard Tifereth again and again, and he will stray further and further from what he used to be. What I'm scared most is seeing Tifereth burn to a husk, worn down from all those overloads and resets. For now, he can at least look normal and talk with me, pretending to feel nostalgia for the old memories that were forcefully added back. But he's getting more and more unstable. As a matter of fact, we're basically pumping electricity into a machine that's already teetering to keep it running. You can make as many copies as you want of his body, but he only has one soul. His one and only soul, and look what we've done to it. You, let me ask you a favor. You've been good at doing favors for me so far. You should be able to manage this one. Could you get rid of Tifereth permanently? Angela would say there's no reason for the two of us working here together. Angela would say there's a reason for the two of us working here together. She'd say we are two, yet one. But I can handle Central Command Department all by myself. I proved myself a long time ago. Please let Tifereth rest in peace, as if I were alone from the beginning, before it gets any worse. Can't respond. Why aren't you saying anything? In fact, Lady Angela doesn't care about us at all. Whether there's one Tifereth or two, whether one just became a moving piece of useless scrap, or for whatever reason, or if one were overloaded and dumped on top of countless other discarded Tifereth, left to melt in the storage, she wouldn't care. But you're different. You're supposed to be different. There were many abandoned children in the outskirts. These children were one of the many end results of the countless conflicts among the wings within the city. Aside from disease and hunger, the most frightening enemy for the children were the ones referred to as the sweepers. Sweepers usually preyed upon the children, but sometimes they would accompany them. Both were the worst case scenario for the children. One fixer of ours was exploring the outskirts and came across those children. We could easily guess why she bothered to report her findings to us. We also figured that she had spent quite a bit of time agonizing over whether to report it or not. Carmen personally asked her to bring the children here. Take two children into the city from the outskirts required an extremely complicated procedure, but no one complained. The two children didn't look like siblings, but they depended on each other even more so than siblings by blood do. The girl was easily frightened and wouldn't open up to us very much. However, the boy started to show interest in our experiments. I saw it in his eyes. He had already seen and experienced so much of the world's despair and misfortune. His eyes no longer looked like those of a child. Please allow me to participate in the experiment, he said. Carmen spent many nights thinking about his earnest request. Then finally You open stream of Eco and immediately get flashbang with project moves on Twitter. Yeah, bound to happen, Chief. And finally we approved his participation. Ain't that great? Where did we want to go while holding a child's hand? You should have been the one to die. Yeah, I should have died. Lisa's vicious mumbling likely had no weight to it, but I knew one thing. I knew Carmen's answer was sincere. Ever since that day, her wound quietly deepened. Saphira breakdown, suppression of Saphira core required. Oh, are we a welfare team or are we disciplinary team? Hey, Wormcow, welcome. Yeah, I know, Sonic, I know. It's one of the things you pointed out. It's very dark. Needlessly dark, if anything. Disciplinary, trust. Can we even do disciplinaries missions? We have one Aleph in the facility. Don't we need to suppress like 3 of them or something like that? Because we could potentially complete welfare teams missions, I think. Alright, next card. If it's red... If it's a red card, we go disciplinary. If it is a black card, we are going welfare team. Let's see here. It is a black card. We are going welfare. We're expanding Chester's department first then. Memory repository imprinted. Okay, for the aftermath, finish the day within the allotted time limit. That shouldn't be too bad, right? Stairs. Stairs. Core suppression. Wait, we have to be past day 37 to even continue doing core suppressions? Oh god. How is going in the run right now? The worst thing to deal with is currently this thing. And that's it so far. The rest don't really cause problems on their own, so to speak. They cause problems as a result of other things, but not individually on their own. Let's see. The other worst thing he managed once he figured out the way to keep it contained for... Yes. Yes, indeed. Which is censored. And censored just doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, like censored doesn't do anything unless you deliberately fuck up. And well, now someone can use censored's weapon. And it's a melee weapon, right? Oh, it needs Fortitude 5. You've only got Fortitude 3, so you can't use that. Even if we made you an attack speed idiot. Who can we give it to? Bahamut, you now have the censored stick. As for your ego gear or ego suits, let's see. Do we have any spare WoW suits? Yes, we do. But which is better? Exuve or Moonlight? Moonlight's a little better. You can stick with Moonlight. I mean, someone else who's wearing a lower end suit can swap over, I guess. Dia, yeah, you get a new suit. You can have a new weapon too. The Screaming Wedge, I think we can replace. Yep. Moonlight, XVA. Aside from that, I believe we need a new hire. So let me go check the Discord. Once again, if you're in the Discord, you can go ahead and drop a nugget. You can drop a nugget in the Lobotomy Corp channel, and I will see if I manage to get around to it. As for the Discord link, 1 second here. Throw that in YouTube chat. For Twitch, it keeps asking me to log in, so go see the YouTube chat if you wish to join, basically. For the time being, though, the next nugget to add, let's take a look. We have Everett. We logically already have Kana as well, but they're named differently. Let's see. We have... Let's see, a fellow named Olga. Unfortunately, they didn't leave the exact customizations, so I am going to need to eyeball it. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. It's not that type of front hair. One that has two vents on it. Two vents that go upwards and don't go very deep. Like slightly wider. Let's see here. Nope, was not buns. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, still nope. Still no. I think it might have been one of the earlier ones. Let's see. Having to go just off of an image is kind of maddening, but... like one that is like a bit more squarish. Might just be it, if anything. Actually, no, it has little curls down the bottom. One sec. And just look for the one with those particular details. Unless the curls are part of the back hair. In which case, this is already nightmarish enough to figure. Is it? Oh yeah, this one is it. Okay, just need to figure out the colors then. Need to make like a darker purple. There's some red in it, but it's not too bright. Yep, that's pretty close. As for eyes, it's the slightly closed, slightly slanted. Yep, that works. Mouth is slightly open. How many mouths are there anyway? Huh. Oh, I guess the mouth is just a random ego gift at that point then. Okay, it's the downwards mouth then. Frown. There we go. You get some stat bonuses, but no justice. Welcome to the company, Olga. You are going to be stuck in the safety team where you'll be trained up. I wish I put better abnos in the training team, but unfortunately, it is not the case. Everett, you can go downstairs. Sleepy, stay over there. Dragon, you are newly in charge. As for Olga's ego gear, let's see what we can hand over to ya. Tested weapon means you heal 40% of the damage you take instantly. Wow. Very fancy. We have a decent bit of Aleph gear now. Come to think of it, yeah. Alright, Olga. Any spare WoW gear? Yeah, there's a spare WoW crossbow. Is there any spare WoW ego suits? There is not indeed any spare WoW or... Okay. Which means... I guess you're wearing one of these. A logging suit. Actually, is the logging axe around? Yes, the logging axe is around. There you go, Olga. Welcome to the facility. Enjoy your stay, it may not be very long. Okay, we have a 10-minute time limit. Can we even clear in 10 minutes? If we want to clear in 10 minutes, we're going to need to make a lot of... fellas work. And even Dragon's going to need to work here. Oh, the time ticks down faster too. If we decide to work faster, so it's probably better to stay at a slower speed to micromanage it better. Ugh, the fuck are you? Do I even want to touch you? If you pause, Chester's timer also pauses. Oh, that's nice. The baby, bruh. What do you mean, the baby? Completed their work. Leaf off lowered. Counter is a 0, they will immediately die. I mean, that should mean we can throw Kaya in there, no problem. Yep. Not gonna get instantly nade. Okay, as long as we stay consistent, we can probably clear. And does this thing even breach? If it doesn't breach, then we shouldn't have too many problems at all. Otherwise, yeah, going fast is kind of the only issue. What were you again? You were everything but. Okay. And you didn't do anything, so we're good. Some funny notes playing. I don't even want to touch that thing, I'll be honest. Oh, Violet Dawn, easy. Easy days. We're pulling a bit close for the time limit, though. I reckon. And at the very least, funny purple blobs are very easy to eliminate for everyone. Like, Dragon can solo that easily. Chesed, you're probably going to murder quite a few people doing it, but you can manage. Yeah, everyone can handle their department pretty easily. Yeah, this is very doable then. Let me guess, the time limit gets shorter and shorter. See, Letitia. Oh, you have glasses now. Wow. Where are the glasses from? You have a hat yet? No, you don't have a hat yet. Wait. Wait, whose thing are the glasses? Oh. Oh, I see. The all-round helper. Alright, say hi. One more round uncensored. Need to look away from the damn thing. Now, if Punishing Bird can just not take like 4 minutes on their breach, that would be very nice. Otherwise, yeah, this will probably be closer than preferred. Ah, fuck. That's not good. Don't end the run here, say hi. Okay, that was pretty bad. It's like 2 ticks away from it all going to hell. Okay, surely we can finish enough work. Let's look at the Schadenfreude. Okay. Honestly, I'm fine just clearing the missions and then going back. So let's clear the mission. Welfare team for the aftermath. Number 1 cleared. A. Alright, what's our future looking like? You're bold. The color of the human heart is pink, and by wearing the same color, we can blend in with people's minds. What? And those who succeed in the hunt are granted one of the very feathers that countless hunters once yearned for. Which are we picking? One for human heart, 2 for the hunts, and 3 for your bold. If no votes, I will just roll the dice. So your bold is probably like the most harmless one out of these, I'll be honest. Okay, going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Let's roll. Yeah, you're bold. Let's go. Let's see. In our world, the mind has lost everything. Its weight, its significance. Now it is nothing. As it catch up, 26 singularities to those that are tied to them. Humankind has deserted its former beliefs. It now has little respect for the various pillars that had supported us. These days, no one ever dreams. Nobody ever earnestly believes in something or wishes for anything. The belief once strong within a certain woman is now obsolete and worthless, abandoned like an old music box. Everything has gone quiet, as if nothing had happened in the first place. However, A couldn't stand the despicable silence. So what do you think happened to him? On a bright sunny day with clear skies, he died. I was both the first witness of his death and one of the culprits in his murder. However, A has always existed here, watching you ever since you stepped inside. Sometimes Sephiroth would ask me this: why do we have to bear this pain? A machine should only exist as a tool for its specified work. Why do we have to know the cold agony of loss, the insidious poison of obsession, the soft delight of wishing, the unbearable pain of despair, then the hope to embrace it all with open arms? I thought I could answer anything. But not even I could answer that particular question. Machine must behave as a machine. That phrase was something A told me often. Perhaps A, the one who would know better than anyone about this fact, made us like this because it's all a stage play. No. A puppet show for him. You seem to have no idea. Well, of course, there's no way for you to know. But now it is time for you to know the answer. It's something I've always done. First as a hope, second through agony, third in pain, fourth for anxiety, fifth out of distrust. Now, nothing remains. Commencing memory synchronization. Do not remember that section. Well, the boldification machine is being placed in the welfare team. Ooh, okay. HPN bullets. HP recovery bullets. Managerial bullets with the capability to heal physical damage. These bullets, manufactured thanks to a nanotechnology agreement with K-Corp, can speed up the body's recovery. SPE bullets. Managerial bullets with the capability to heal mental damage. These bullets that apply diluted enkephalin to an agent for a short while. The enkephalin is carefully refined and will heal the target's mind without risk of addiction. Wow. HP and SP bullet refining. Wait, this one seems like the last one you should grab. Recovery capabilities HPN and SPE bullets will be increased. Recovery will become more effective through research into improving the refinement purity of our recovery bullets. HP first, I guess. You gonna research in this one? Yeah. Keep calm and go bold. I'm more surprised we even got a Zayn this late. That said, this part of the facility is very like nothing going on in that part of the facility. Chesed, you can come downstairs to the 0 anything necessarily. And let's see. We can move Kaya back up. Actually, no, we can move Yuri. Yeah, Yuri can come up. Do we need a third person in those departments? And this department pretty much runs itself. This department runs itself. I think we're solid. Is there any ego gear that I can manufacture? Nope, you're maxed out, you're maxed out. You're maxed out even. Fraud maxed out. Yeah, it's all maxed out for the most part. Yeah. Nothing too notable to worry about. And the Woodsman, we can manufacture another suit. Though the suit isn't exactly fantastic, it seems pretty okay. Maybe I should have just manufactured another axe. Oh, we finally, yeah. HP, SP, red, white, black, but no pale. Flow and execution. Really, we haven't been given a mission yet. Oh, I guess this is just a normal day then. Anyway, let's find out what this thing is. Hang on. So red damage. Dragon, we are placing you downstairs to watch over thing. Nameless fetus. Fantastic. And it's gone down by 1 already. Are you just annoying to work with? Do you deliberately trigger a bad response? What's going on here? Work was normal, lowered with a low probability. Bad, lowered with a high probability. When it reached 0, it started crying. Employees who heard its wails complained of a headache. Furthermore, the Kleefoff counters of all nearby abnormalities gradually decreased over time. Oh, so you're an annoyance. And not that it matters much, because that's the section with your bold. And worst come to worst, I just move the agents out of that part of the facility. When it was in a crying state, only redacted work could be done. Miho was selected by the roulettes for redacted work. They quietly walked into the chamber. After a moment of turmoil, the crying stopped. Oh. Oh, we should be doing instinct work. Okay. Easy. And Chester just needs everything. Shittiest member of the department, basically. Limbus Corp update. It seems cool. Worth getting Lob Corp? How do you play? What's the ratings? Let's see. It's fun. It's probably the most thematic out of all of them. At least in how oppressive and whatnot it feels in some particular cases. If you want to play it for like an afternoon, go ahead. If you want to try and 100% complete it, it is a lot more painful. pretty much the main consensus. Non-escaping entity with only a cleave off of 1, and it's an instinct trainer. Okay, easy. But I'd say it's worth getting on a discount, and if you want to see where Project Moon's initial output was. Elevate storytelling by how horrible it can actually be to play. Yeah, that'd actually be quite correct, yeah. Good enough, you'll sub. Fair enough, Chief. Because yeah, the one horrifying part of the facility we've got here is Express Train to Hell. This is a micro and memory check that requires me to remember to claim a ticket every now and then, or get absolutely fucked. So are there any cool birds in this? Yeah, there's some cool birds. It's pecking at some of my was pecking at some of my guys earlier. Here's your cool little dude. Punishing burb. Punishing burb, best burb. What do? They punish sinners. Oh, this one's kind of gross. Oh god, do you like a mouth navel? They don't do much. They don't... Yes, there are several birds, and let's see, there is Punishing Burb, there is Big Burb, and there is Tall Bird. There are some weird fellas. What are the other conditions? Well, you see, each of these birds can breach. Breach containment. And if all 3 of them breach containment at the same time, everything goes horribly wrong, and you are triggering an apocalyptic event. Good enough? Your birds in this particular case are apocalypse. Or are capable of causing the apocalypse. A miniature apocalypse, but an apocalypse nonetheless. Sounds like if you release your free workmates. Eh, could be, could be. Oh, phew, okay. We claimed the tickets in time. There isn't going to be a train careening through the facility. We're fine. Well, I'm slowly getting a little bit too daring handling that thing. Oh, the gear on you is not pretty at all, man. At least you do nothing if nothing happens. Really cool ego gifts for survivors of the events, yes. For no apparent reason, you feel like I am Australian. You would be correct in that assertion, yes. I am an Aussie. The accent isn't necessarily the strongest, it's more of a Commonwealth accent, but nonetheless. I don't remember who I sent to what. I think I sent Erwin to attachment, so he can only really do attachment. If not, he's going to have his chest explode. If it wasn't him, then Augur's about to explode. Okay, we're fine. We are not fine. Get that fucking ticket. Thank you. Upside of being night shift schedule in US is you get to watch Aussie streamers with some frequency. Yeah, sounds about right. I used to have a mate like that. Then she turned back into a normie. and now she streams in hours that I can't necessarily see. I say in simple terms, he can't be a good person, his chest blows up. Kind of, yes. So, okay, you see this funny little wind-up doll kind of thingamajig? Puppet? Yeah, so if you work with her, she gives you a present. Unfortunately, if you decide to work with someone else, the present explodes. So, in no uncertain terms, do not work with something else. Yeah, the way to treat this particular game is you are pretty much running an SCP facility. So everything here has some like whack conditions of some kind or some horrifying caveat. For instance, this thing over here is a German man sealed in a box called Schadenfreude. If you stare at it while it's being worked on, it can breach. So when it's being worked on, look away. As for this motherfucker handing out a train ticket, if you do not keep claiming train tickets, eventually the train will come for you. Flash game looking SCP thing. Yeah, this was originally this was like a university project, which failed to get Kickstarter money. Originally. And then eventually spawned a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay, I do not want those anywhere near. I do not want those anywhere near censored. With censored breaches, we are not going to have a fun time. There are some things here, if they breach, will be horrifying. For example, Silent Orchestra is just going to destroy the entire department if it breaches. Most things would be fine. Most. Because I've gotten, for the most part, very stable abnos. So after a certain amount of work's completed, there will be this little, or there will be a random event that occurs. You just need to, you played a Roblox thing, killed the free bird thing. Yeah, there's a lot of Project Moon output on Roblox. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the best place for it. Mostly because a lot of Project Moon stuff is quite a bit more on the mature end of things. It doesn't stop kids from seeing all the powerful and like shonen-ish kind of stuff. And making them want to play. So it is what it is. You don't know where to find Limbus Corp and what the hell age rating this is on this? The Limbus company is supposed to be like a 17 or 18 plus rating. Mainly because of all of the very, very disturbing stuff that happens there and all of the less than ideal things that could happen. Yeah, is the easiest way of putting it. Especially in some of the later chapters where things go a bit off the wall. Yeah, not something a kid should be seeing. Especially when you are immediately flashbanged by the entire... Just look up the... How to say? Minus Prime, just look up the trigger warning. Or the discretionary warning for Limbus. It is very extensive and pops up on your face every time you boot the game. VRC, I can see, because like VRC, you get a lot of very creative people, and anyone who has a special interest with VRC will normally be able to find said special interest done quite well over there. Because anyone who manages VR chat models are pretty insane. As for Roblox stuff, kids are very talented. unfortunately, kids are being very much exploited for their talents when it comes to Roblox. It doesn't stop them from doing more Roblox stuff, but yeah, here's what it is. Actual age rating, which is a bit more mature than most of said age group. I'm not going to necessarily condone what's it called, going under that particular age, but if you're at least like 15 plus, MA 15 plus, you're probably fine. It's more the case that perhaps you won't comprehend everything that they're trying to say, so to speak, at that point. But yes, if you have to ask, someone who's 15 is probably fine. I still wouldn't be the most advisory to say yes, go for it. But yeah. Happy affiliate anniversary. Hey, Unlucky. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah, that's fine, mate. I getcha. In case you have to hand this over to your kid at your funeral, you don't want to have a kid right now. That is something very specific, is what I will say. Also, I got jump scared by whatever that random horn sound was. Oh, yeah, it's that funny logic of if you ever have to hand down your Steam library to your kid, how horrified would that kid be? E-Brain could handle it? Questionably, questionably. If it's LobCorp, then probably troublesome. If it's like Limbus or Library of Ruina, I reckon more people can get into those. Those are more accessible. This one is just painful after day 20, and then you get memory leaks, and everything goes to hell. Don't think you would want your Steam library. Trust me, most people wouldn't want my Steam library with some of the stuff that's on there. Aside from the fact there's a shit ton of games on there, there are some things most people wouldn't. To keep your Steam library hidden from him. Fair enough. A good reason. Fair. Something something, let sleeping dogs lie. Wow, Sleepy already got the ego gift. The slightly creepy, fleshy headphones. Imagine kid playing Yakuza games. The Yakuza games, that one's a bit funky. Because most of the weirder stuff is in the side content rather than the main content, I'd say. Please tell me you didn't just go down. Okay, normal, lowered with a normal probability. Fuck. Yep. Oh boy, suppression time. Dragon, claim that ticket so that we don't have as bad a time limit for this. You free, I need upstairs. Because yeah, that thing is pretty horrifying to deal with. Because it does its stupid spinny shit. Okay, get up there. Good job. Yeah, that got suppressed pretty easily, actually. Nobody had to die. Okay, it's best that I choose something where I can start looking over other stuff. Okay, so Cherry Blossoms is easy. Anyone can do that. Fairy Festival is easy. I don't remember who worked on the Fairy Festival previously. Which means I should pick someone else to do it. Not Erwin. Fuck. What do I have that I can just throw in there? And Aki or Say Hi probably works fine. Fuck. Your bold is the one that triggered. That one's annoying. Not too late, blah, blah, blah. Nope, we ain't dealing with that boldy. You know what? We can just end the day. That's fine too. Ending the day is okay. Once you're out of there. In a shower, you'll be back. Yeah, no worries. Main continent Yakuza gets dark sometimes though, depends on the game. Yeah. Some of them can get pretty out there. That and after a certain point, you're kind of expected to play pretty much all of them. Alrighty, not bad. Yakuza games still say are 18 plus. The main story has a lot of violence. Oh boy, here I go hitting again. Yeah, sounds about right. Ending the day is okay. No truer words have been spoken, my liege. I see. I've been given a title. Okay. We've got a new set of stuff. In the first slot, the only advice that can be given is to remain cautious and aware of your surroundings. Second one is, and the many shells cried out one word, manager. And the last one is, and my dear employees, I do hope you all put on the gas masks we distributed to you before we enter. Alright, we've got one vote for 2 so far. What other opinions we got? Need that for quests, plus the other ones are more annoying. Hey, Tushkan. Welcome. You prefer Tushkan Chic? What would you prefer? Necessarily. Are we collecting birds this run? We are not indeed collecting birds this run, as far as I know. Tushkan it is, then. Pull how it easier for you? Sure. Tushkan. We are not indeed collecting birds this time around, Bahamut. Right? We only have punishing bird. I do not want any clerk rights, therefore Big Bird is out of the question. Okay, we have a vote for 1 and we have a vote for 2. No votes for 3 though. Okay, going once, going twice, going 3 times, and it's down to a dice roll. 1 to 3 will be the first. Let's say 3 is supposed to be, and my dear employees, I do hope you put all the gas masks we distribute to you before we enter. Oh, we have another vote for one. Fuck free. Okay. Alright. Looks like one it is. Going once, going twice, and sold to one. Memory time. Hey, are you listening to me? I yearn to help people. No, becoming a wing is not my goal. Well, everyone says that, but let me put it this way. What use are wings if you can't fly? What if we could reach the sky without wings? What I mean is, if we grow the stalk straight up like a tree, we could reach the sky for sure. Even if it would be a slow climb. Can you feel it? The sunlight here is very warm. Sometimes I dream about photosynthesis, lying down comfortably with my eyes closed. Just soaking it up. Close my eyes, basking in the sunlight's warmth. Ah. Hey, Chesed. Well, it seems you did alright. Looks like you're not as useless as they say. Try not to overdo it, though, okay? Manager, you've accomplished quite a few things already. What you've already gotten through will have lengthened the lives of our employees by at least some degree. So, you should hopefully be satisfied now. It's not that I can't see from your point of view. You came to Lobotomy Corporation and probably want to put forth your best effort to mold this place into something better. But this place is like a cup of coffee gone cold ages ago. I get that it's a strange comparison, but that's how it is for me. It'd be better off for all of us in the end if I were to at least feign our noble and benevolent posture. Now, wouldn't it? The same goes for you, manager. I said it before, there's no need to invest your emotions and effort into such drivel. I'll ignore that. Oh, mate, who didn't check what time the stream would start. Man, good luck, have fun, have to head to work. Yeah, sorry, King. I normally start stuff around either 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. Aussie time, basically. I did not necessarily announce what time this time around. So my bad on that one, Chief. Alright. Suit yourself, Mr. Passionate. I will say that I'm curious how long that fire in your heart will last. I'll get going now. I'm actually quite busy, even though I seem relaxed. Lady Angela, please have a look at this. Spent the whole night researching an efficient method to improve the welfare of our employees. Huh, that's funny. Just look who's talking. Oh, you did better than I expected. How about we raise the bar a little? I expect you'll do a great job just like before. Finish the day within the allotted time limit. Okay, we speeding another day then. Streams get announced in the Discord. But that's about it. I only really announce when they go live. I don't really let people know necessarily prior. Let's see, time limit again. This one might be rougher. If not, we'll have to work with higher end stuff to make sure we meet quota. Do we need to hire another agent? We can improve Chesed. False Chesed. Mr. Fake over there. Not the express train to hell. It's been here for quite a few days now, this express train to hell. Back, what'd you miss? Not all too much, Chief. Not all too much. Oh, what the fuck is that thing? Yeah, we have a 9-minute time limit this time. Doable still. Hang on. We're gonna try this one out and learn it. And then if things don't go particularly well, we can reset if it goes terribly. Dragon, you're sitting in the bottom and collecting tickets. Brab, You are... We want to train Frab, so I guess Bahamut is going in there for once. And Frab can stick with the Fairy Festival. For Letitia, 94. Okay, Olga needs it this time. Yep. Kaya can work there once. And if this triggers an instant meltdown, we can manage it when it goes. This is the weirder of the other two. Also, arguably less useful. Okay. What is it? Well, Insight seems to work on it. Whatever it is, Insight works on it. Oh, Dimension Refraction variant. Okay. That is what it is. Interesting. I don't know what it does. Now the question is really going to be, can we finish? Let's see, you just train everything, don't you? Oh, you train Instinct or Repression. Okay. I mean, we can train Instinct for you and Attachment for you. Leaf off Meltdown. Okay, Frab went for that one, so Kura should handle that. And it's only those two. Okay. Easy. Aki can manage that one. Okay, I have 2 Aleph. Yeah, currently. Cherry tree, how nice. No, that cherry tree eats people. Your definition of nice is a bit stretched. Bit warped there. Cancel that. I can't have Frab working there. If Frab works there, the fairies will eat him. Means Kura is the only choice, but Kura is currently working. It also heals people. Yeah, so you see that little cavity there, and there's a little skeleton poking its hands out? Yeah. Yeah. I shouldn't do that. I really shouldn't do that. Handing over the facility like that. Because if I pan over the facility like that, this guy starts getting a little pissy. And if I stare for it for too long, then yeah, it'll breach, and then I have to deal with a German in a box rolling around at the speed of sound. Just bought a smoker today? Your first ever smoker? Oh, nice. Like, we talking meat smoker or smoker smoker? Don't look at him, it's that easy. Yeah. Supposed to be that easy. Not as bad as if his neighbor breaches, though. Yeah. If his neighbor breaches, we're in for severe levels of pain. Cannot settle for half the energy. Yes, we know. But we're going to need to trigger some meltdowns. Or rather the dawn. So when it was bad, it lowered. And it worked more than 40 seconds, it lowered. Okay. Australia, do you smoke meats that often? Not as often as compared to America, I reckon. Smoking meats. Because there is plenty of smoked meats, but a lot of people just grab the fresh stuff, basically. Fruits of Understanding. Alright, one of the easier ones to deal with. You two can eliminate that one. You two can very easily eliminate that one. Sleepy can deal with the one in your department. These two should have it easy. Please do not friendly fire the bird or you're going to lose someone. You guys have like one of the most boring departments. You should be fine. And one of you is like rapid fire and the other one's a slammer. Okay, easy, done. Doing the Violet Dawn Walpurgis right now in solidarity. Hey, Lamau. The bird gonna do? Hit him with his tiny beak? That's exactly what the bird is gonna do. Until the bird unfurls into an eldritch horror and you see that little red splatter in its stomach, yeah, that opens up. That opens up like an eldritch abomination and decidedly swallows. Yeah. Yeah, it's not great. Certain things are very much horrifying. In Project Moon's world here. What happens then? Dies. How many times have I suppressed the bird by mistake? Let's see. It's not necessarily... Okay. The only times I've done it are if someone happens to be using magic bullets and things go wrong. So, hello, magic bullet user. Otherwise, yeah. Usually it doesn't go that wrong. Usually. Thought it was just a cute little burb. Yeah, normally it's just a cute little burb. I have like a plushie of said burb. Magic bullet was last facility, yes, and it was in your hands, Bahamut. Fantastically in your hands. And yes, that pecking noise you can hear, yeah. Why is censored censored? Apparently it's just that horrifying. That even with our funny cognition filter, so this whole thing which makes everything look like toys and dummies and all that, it's too horrifying to look at even if it gets turned into that kind of look. You fantastically shot a lot of abnos and people. Yes. Yes, indeed, Bahamut. Yes, indeed. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Will be unable to detect the abnormality in any fashion when it escapes. Therefore, the manager must manually locate and directly order its suppression. What? Okay. Yeah, pass. Okay, we should be able to complete this pretty fast. Let's see. What you see right now isn't what they really are. Yes, you can see it. Easiest to find by floating corpses of clerks. I see. That seems kind of horrifying. So this is why people voted for it, because if it breaches, I have to pan the facility searching for it. I see. I see. Leaf off meltdown level 3. Okay, that's easy. Just work with Porcubus. Mention refraction. Fairy Festival, I believe I had Frab on that. An express train to hell. Dragon can handle that after. Easy. Melting Love would be funnier. Imagine if it escapes. Apparently there was a chance for Melting Love. Viewers like bullying me. That's kind of a holdover from my old streaming days either way. I don't stream quite as often these days. Not as often as I used to, anyway. Like, I stream maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks at this point, rather than the previous, like, 3 or 4 times a week. That was, like, if anything, that was, like, probably way too much. Common. Oh. Good for everything. Nice. We've just been doing Insight because it's nice to have. Veto it. Melting Love once. We had the repository after we lost gear to it. Yeah. There's a reason we do not have Solemn Lament gear. What does Melting Love do? I will leave that for some other fellas to describe, because I am not entirely sure myself, just that it kind of multiplies and things get very out of hand very quickly. Summon simps. I guess that's the easiest way to describe it then. Summon simps. When someone works with her, she infects them. Oh, right. That part I didn't remember. Melting Love's agent demands social distancing. Yes. Otherwise, things go horribly wrong. Or can go horribly wrong. Not much reason to work with Censored again. Oh. Oh, this is... Oh, this is the Hohenheim gear, actually. This completely is the Hohenheim gear. That's cool. I didn't actually know that it existed in LobCorp, so that's nice to know. It's just not worth it in the facility. Yeah, it turns whoever works with her into a bomb. Basically useless unless you use repression, which she hates. Nice. Okay, we can squeeze in like 2 more random trainings will work. Probably use them on... Actually, nah, not worth it. Can use it on these two. Owen gets more training, and Olga gets more training. In that case, we better just have her agents or whatever else weak, so when they turn, it's an easy fix. The problem is, if they're too weak, then you have problems anyway. There are some abnos, though, where having weak agents is required. If not, they get very pissy and trigger their thing. So, for example, Warm-Hearted Woodsman over here. This asshole. If you have an agent that has Temperance 3 or level 3 or higher, he will just kill them, basically. He'll just... Or he will set up to kill the next agent that then shows up. So yeah, if you can see, he's got his axe raised already. The next person who comes through that door is going to get his ass nay-nayed, basically. Yeah, bro is ready to strike. And he's caused about 3 or 4 resets on this run so far. In terms of days. Okay, we are ending the day because there are 3 tickets stocked up there, and I do not wish for a train to careen through the facility. Give 11111 nugget to him so he can't beat that, so you can beat him up. Screaming. He's like that friend who waits behind a door for 2 hours to scare you. Kinda, yeah. Just permanently there, though, in comparison. The Olga's over 100 now. Everett's over 100. Nice. Chesed over 100. Crab's max HP isn't gonna increase that fast, I reckon. Kaya, more temperance. Erwin, a lot more HP. Kuro, more HP. Alright. Gonna prank Dad when he gets home. Yeah, and then he went out for milk and cigarettes. What do the 14 bullet symbol things mean? They are bullets that you can shoot at your employees with special effects. Oh, I forgot that we were supposed to clear that day on a time limit and not clear that day normally. Whatever. We can do that on the next one. Let's see. So we've got, and the prayer shall inevitably end with the eternal despair of its worshipper, the mirror of adjustments, and the notes from a crazed researcher. Not one. Friendly fire. Eh. What is number 1, by the way? I've seen it a couple of times now. Cool day? I see, I see. What is the flesh cross? What does it do? Oh, flesh idol. What exactly does it do, Tushkan? They take one, it's the only one we don't have the info for. God. If you forget to take it does good things unless you pray too long or too short. If you forget to take the agent out, pray to it, do not revere it. Lamau. Nice. Yeah, for some reason my mixer restarted just then, so there was a weird little buzzing noise, and then it just turned off and turned back on, so if you couldn't hear me for a moment, that's what happened. As a Muslim, you do that? Hey, Lamau. Alright. Final votes then. We've got 1 for 1 and 1 for 2. Which means going once, going twice between the two. One, 2. We have 2 votes for 1 at this point. Nobody wants the notes from a crazy researcher? We have 3 votes for... Okay. Flesh Idol it is. I may have misheard you. You may have thought that I said the agent dies. No, you die. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, to work in an experiment with my favorite junior. I feel unstoppable, like a tiger given wing. Don't be so humble. You could have gone to any wing you wanted, but you still chose to come here. Is it because of your trust in me? Just you wait. I'll make sure you don't regret your decision. Look at this. Everyone's subconscious leads straight to death. Everyone is forcibly locking away their own light and potential. And here, this is the treatment I've told you about. The treatment for the soul. Trust me, we've made a worthy first step. People will gather around us soon enough. I sincerely welcome you to this place. PTSD from those notes? Oh god. No one cheese with the mirror of adjustment. We'll set your entire facility free. This is funny exactly once. Eh. Yeah, we failed the mission because we forgot that we were supposed to do the mission. Otherwise, we were well within the time limit. Ah. Anyhow, Stem Cell, you are getting some buffs. Congratulations. You are now an ordinary agent. So who was that woman? Well, that one's a very long story. You're saying this is funny exactly once. Let me pick someone who's not wearing gear that we desperately want to keep, though, just in case. Can you explain her simply or not? One of the main researchers for this facility in past. Okay, since we're going to reset this day anyway, I'm going to let the train happen as well. You like trains? How much do you like trains, Chief? Any moment now. What will strike first, the train or the flesh idol? Let it play at normal speed for a moment. You hear that? Oh, Frab's dead. Surprised I only killed one guy. What the fuck happened? Oh, the entire facility just went boom. Shockingly, a lot of the agents are still alive. Shockingly. Oh, there's censored doing censored things. Prayed 1 second too long. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right about the floating bodies. Huh. Ba 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 ba. Nice. You can't trigger the bird thing. Yes, we cannot trigger the bird thing. But you witnessed several other world-ending events all in one go. Whatever the hell this censored-ass thing is. And it's, spawn. Noted. You're saying you manage this world-ending facility. Potentially world-ending. Not actually world-ending. Potentially. OSHA violation type facility. You are expected to die if you work in this kind of facility. You know, that could be a pretty fun video idea, seeing how many OSHA violations there are in Lobotomy Corporation. However, I am not a civil engineer. I do not know the OSHA manual particularly well. So as fun an idea as that would be, unfortunately it is not the most viable. Oh wait, this motherfucker can be chosen for... what's to call it, can't they? Ugh. That is going to be annoying. Can be chosen for Cleafoff Meltdown. If they're chosen for Meltdown, we're kinda screwed? Question mark? If not, we can just let the Meltdown process and not touch it, right? Or does the Meltdown process and then we get the instant effects without... oh, that might be troublesome. If you work in this life, your insurance premium is going to be high as goddamn heaven. Yeah. Dragon works on this for exactly 30 seconds before immediately going to Express Train. Run over, take your train ticket, come back. Oh, we could manufacture a hammer, but it has no suit, which is kind of sad. Suit would have been cool. Have I seen Rudolta? Yes, I have seen Rudolta, and yeah, congrats on your 2K subs. Thank you, thank you. Okay, good. It didn't pick the flesh idol, so I don't need to count time. Have I played Ultra Kill? No, I haven't. I've heard good things about Ultra Kill, though. I've heard good things about Ultra Kill, but also that the fan base is quite rabid for that one as well. That's mainly what I've heard about Ultra Kill. If you're wondering. Rudolta and cute don't belong in the same sentence. Bruh. Crumbling armor buff. Slashes heads faster than Deeply Star. Potentially, yes, but are they fast enough to dodge the dodge the woodsman upon entry? I don't think so. Especially because they'll come in, do attachment work, and instantly get nay-nayed. Anyhow, we're here for a fast clear. So we can clear the, what's it called, mission. Punishing Burp has escaped. Yes, indeed. We need that 10% bump so that we can clear the mission easier. Cute until you properly look at it. Rudolta's a cute reindeer. I don't even like its ego gear, man. That stuff is not it, Chief. Okay, no, we can't have you touching things. Do not touch things. There are some of you where it's especially a God no, do not touch. Yes, clowns. Yes, I have a guy in crumbling with the crumbling armor buff that just shanks faster. Okay, good. Return to your relevant facilities. And we may continue. Yeah, we are backwards clock. Yep. Turn to attachment with this guy, his head will fall off. Yeah. Rather speedrun library again. Hey, Lamau. Library's not too bad, I reckon. Speedrunning it, though, is probably a completely different animal. Almost look too closely at the German man in a box. That would have been problematic. Start with a 1 or a 2. You start with a 2. Hits. Let's not touch you for the time being then. See if we can't get our quota fast enough. We have 3 minutes. Yeah, Blue Star had Blue Star. It was one of those ones where we memory repositoried on this run. Yeah. Okay, we need to pray a bit on this one. Okay. Not the worst set to get. Fairy Festival can be done by Kura. You can handle that one. Cumulative use is almost 140. We are now at 140. Say Hi is our only hope for this one. He needs more SP back though. Okay, now we pray. We'll jump off to a certain number of interactions. Yeah. That's rough, buddy. We can get another dimensional hammer. Don't you fucking flub it at the last minute, Say Hi. You have my Blue Star gear. Oh god, okay. He had like no what's to call it left. He had 6 SP left for that. Okay, facility wide. Everyone's in the clear. 40 seconds left in the day. We cleared it. Wow, Kaya's justice went downwards. That's a bit sad. Putting foot down nugget in question was maxed out. Bruh. What one of the creatures you would choose to cook for you? And why did you reach that answer? A really weird question to ask there, buddy. No. God, no. We're not taking number 1. So there's White Knight. There is... Tell the kid today's treat is going to be grape-flavored candy. It's his favorite. And the color of the human heart is pink. By wearing the same color, we can blend in with people's minds. I think that's 2 A-lifts, isn't it? Is this one Melting Love? Oh yeah, don't tell. Is this all 3 or A-lifts? Oh god. 2. 3 if we're feeling spicy. Oh god. Army in black, he cooked good. Oh god. Get Firebird, he cooked good. Oh, circles I think was supposed to represent Kickstarter backer ones, basically. 2 is a wow. Okay, so no one wants White Knight in this facility. Got it. Unfortunate for White Knight. Okay, 2 going once. 2 going twice. Okay, so all of these are bad. Oh my god. 2 of these going 3 times and sold to the Dream Devouring Silt Current, I guess. Good night. Yeah, good night. Ah, in this place, the sunlight is truly warm. Maybe I was a tree in a past life. Think of a former life as the life my soul lived before being born into the current form you see now. Isn't this fun to just think about? My next life? I'd want to be a person with a beautiful voice, like the wisest person in the world. Then everyone would pay more attention to what I say. No, maybe that's too much to ask, especially with all the abilities I already have. What about you? Who or what would you want to become? What kind of thought is that? Look at this here. A medicine extracted from the human consciousness. A form made from a formless concept. Isn't it fascinating? You see, this will become a seed of sorts. Since we've discovered an incurable disease, it would only be fair to discover a cure for it, don't you think? You've done it yet again. Lady Angela must have showered you with praise for your work, right? Your efforts will contribute to shaping this place into something better. He speaks with a sarcastic voice of dignity. Such glorious yet boring platitudes. I myself had a burning passion in the past, being responsible for a whole department. How charming is that? I hadn't even acquired a taste for coffee back then. Could I say I developed that sense after learning the bitterness of life? Or rather, I didn't feel sleeping anymore. I didn't feel like sleeping anymore. Of course, none of the Sephiroth need to sleep at all, but it's for the mood, you know? One time I even insisted on managing the abnormalities myself. I thought that only allowing employees on the field was plain ridiculous. Seems pretty absurd to look back on it now. You must be asking yourself, why have I become like this? Your guess is as good as mine. In past. Lady Angela, please have a look at this. I spent the whole night researching an efficient method to improve the welfare of our employees. Chesed, what did you write up this time? I told you this will change nothing. But please, just look it over. This does have a statistically proven impact, and it even costs less. This will be beneficial for everyone. Listen, Chesed, no matter how strongly you insist, using machines in place of human employees will never happen. And why is that? I've explained it to you before. It wouldn't replace humans entirely, simply those who take place in dangerous jobs. It's clear that it will benefit everyone. The casualties caused by abnormalities will be lowered too. How many times do I have to repeat myself? No, the first time and no the first time and no yet again. Return to your post and finish your work. I'll never give up on this. I swear to you that you will like the plan in the end. I'll keep developing and furthering it, and I'll continue to show you again and again, no matter how many times I may have to. Chesed, regarding that incident where the escaped abnormality wiped out all 8 of your team. Oh. A few of our employees have made the suggestion to temporarily close down that part of the corridor. There are body parts that still have yet to be disposed of. Alright, so I'll order it to be blocked. and have them take detours. Manager, you heard what she said, right? Need to get going. Told you I'm busy. Be best not to say anything. Hey now, don't give me a look like that. It was bound to happen sooner or later. Surely that abnormality had knocked them out before disintegrating them. Yeah, I'm sure it was a painless death. Finish the day within the allotted time limit. Again. Dreaming current, the OG Abno. I see. Alright, we can have some SP bullets, which should help quite a bit. Might as well ask how much I like Chesed. Chesed's alright. This is going to be like finished within 8 minutes instead, which means we'll have to be completely on the ball for everything. It'll probably be completely on the ball for everything. Whose weapons can I upgrade? The Everett. Oh, you're a white weapon to begin with, in that case. Have the invisible hammer. You guys are fine. You guys are fine. You're especially fine. You're fine, but you don't have a smoking pipe, unfortunately. You can have a nicer hammer, I guess. Anyone using a worse crossbow currently? No, not currently. Reckless foolishness. Yes, 20 attack speed. 20 speed, 20 attack speed. Guess it reminds you of Greg, kinda. I guess. Do you have any spare WoW A-lifts? We have plenty of he suits to go around there. Y'all are already wearing keys. Y'all already wearing wells. You specifically requested Life for a Daredevil. Well, yeah. And Yuri can probably get an upgrade. Not a pretty upgrade, that one. This one's fine. Alright, this might be the last day that I do for the stream. It'll probably be the last day I do for the stream. So here we go. Oh, right, because all 4 rooms are filled up. We don't have to deal with the current. We don't have to deal with the current yet. We are just going to have to go fast, though. You see it now? Hey, Lamau. Depressive shock later. Yeah, depressive shock another time, mate. Get Olga to work over there. We are just prioritizing as much Enkefallen as we can get this time around. So this may go horribly wrong, horribly fast. Since everyone's going to trigger everything all at once. Fuck, I don't remember which of these two I sent where. Tisha's on that side, Owen's on that side. Therefore, surely Letitia and surely this was Owen. Was it Olga? Fuck, I don't remember. Okay. Is there a way to tell who has a gift on them right now? Time for my head to burst. Goodbye, Porcubus. Oh boy. Well, we just pray then. If someone explodes, we know. Okay. Olga on Letitia. Letitia on all-round helper. There we go. Okay, that's not bad at all. Pretty good, if anything. Easy days. Even easier is that it's dawn. Letitia. Olga. Gift? Yeah. Gotta be careful of the gifts. Guns don't work on Porcubus. Yep. Letitia and Olga. And next one who enters a room is going to trigger, what's it call it? Going to trigger the Violent Dawn. Could be very easy to manage. Fuck, a blue noon immediately after. Okay. We may be forced to run into that head first. Prioritize suppressing. So that we can get the energy back. Let's see. Check notice board. Helps. Never let it breach. Never fought it. No incentive to. Life good. Hey, Lamau. Okay, I don't think we can make up enough to deal with the blue, but we'll do our best. We may need to send someone to work with the silent orchestra. Does white damage, so Owen can't be it. Oh, Bahamut, you're coming up for a quick stint, I guess. So you're not voting harder for one of the A-lifts he had access to? Be sustaining tanks for fights. A-Lamau. Yeah, we're not going to hit enough quota. I do not remember what a blue noon is supposed to be. Sweepers. Oh, Indigo Noon. Yeah, Indigo. Do not remember what it is, so this is going to be probably a first. Oh. Oh, quite literally. Sweepers. Fuck. And how strong are sweepers, by the way? Might I ask? Actually, you know what would be smarter? If we just, What would be smarter is if we just, very quickly solved our issues. So that we don't have to deal with the sweepers. They heal from dead clerks? No, no, no. We can run from them. We don't need to deal with them. Like, how tough are they anyway? Okay, they're not that tough. We can kill them. 200 HP a pop, charges foes 26 to 34, heal from dead enemies, swarmable. Okay. We can kill them, but probably not perfectly within the time limit, so... Just need to micro them, my guys around enough that we can clear the day and not have dead bodies to worry about. Oh, they kind of just flop over, huh? Never mind. Good job, guys. Good job. Damn. Alright. We take those. Ah. Ah. Like ruinous sweepers, they become a bigger threat by killing. I see. Everyone facility-wide is healthy. Except for a couple of dead clerks, I guess. Nobody died. Good job. Nice job, team. But now we're locked into the next memory repository. Oh. Well, that's fun. Agony and rage mixed, blending together in the mist. One couldn't determine if the smoke was responsible for the madness or the cries of agony spewed forth the smoke. Are you researching machines now? That's great. Now I can really see what a jack of all trades can do. To be frank, I thought I was pretty great too. But now watching you makes me think I was terribly full of myself. Would it be alright if I helped you? I think I would make a serviceable assistant. It's good that you're up and passionate again. It is an honor to take part in a project with a scholar I respect. Something the matter? Are you okay right now? Truth is, you were not actually okay at all, were you? A ray of sunlight breaks your heart and collapses your mind with longing and nostalgia, and seeing plants outside evokes an unknown rage, tearing down your irrational thoughts. Then we have no choice but to stay underground. Let us start anew, the corporation that mourns her. Well, that's fun. Smoke war. Red shoes, yes. Seems you're holding up alright. Today wasn't the best day. Incidents happened one after another, and I'm a bit tuckered out from it. It's a good thing that everyone has such clear-cut assigned roles. Makes it easy for them to be faithful to their task with no unnecessary contemplation or distraction. Lady Angela does a very good job at keeping everyone in check in her play. Anytime someone tries to rid themselves of their assigned role, well, she becomes completely merciless. I myself have learned well that I have a predetermined role to play. Whether one likes it or not, they have been cast into it already. Given that, I've made up my mind to simply wait. Wait for what, you might ask? All things must come to an end. I'll be waiting for a plan to finally come to a close. Lady Angela, I found something strange in the documents. This record shows that the containment unit's lock failure was what allowed the abnormality to escape. Yet to my knowledge, that door was fine for the entire day, nor was there any sign of malfunction. And the one with authority over the locking mechanisms of the containment unit doors is you, Lady Angela. Angela, please tell me, why did you do it? You have to know how many employees under my department died that day. Such a bright one, Chesed. I knew you would find out, but this is a little quicker than I anticipated. Up. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the subscription. What do you mean by that? Thanks to your excellent efforts, your department's escape ratio has been very low these days. You're a capable Saphira, I'll give you that. I've never said this to anyone, and I don't need to either, but abnormalities create more energy through killing people. How could that be? You have written several reports and papers about importing machinery to replace the human workforce that must handle dangerous tasks, no? If soulless cheap machines were to replace those employees, then yes, the casualty rate would drop sharply. However, that would also drastically reduce our rates of energy production. The Lobotomy Corporation operates a massive business. Tasks include meeting the energy supply quota, production of electricity for the city, and business relations with our various stakeholders such as other wings. We refine energy via the most efficient method available and make a profit. That is the only thing we need to take into account. That's just... How could you be so cruel? Chesed, any employee who works here is extremely lucky to be hired into one of the wings. Many people fight for a job here every day. There will always be someone to take the place of the dead. What rights do you have to take away their fortune? I understand you're a smart one, Chesed. However, why won't you use that intelligence for something more meaningful? It seems you've taken quite a shock to this, but I warned you before. Nothing will change from how it is now. Did you think I was joking around denying you? How about you try drinking a warm cup of coffee instead of wasting your time like this? You should savor your relatively high position, better than what the employees go through. Do not forget that we have one singular objective. Oh, and Chesed? I am the best artificial intelligence that this place has. I never clumsily leave trails or evidence behind. So, did you enjoy your little detective game? Do you know that we don't exactly exist like how we appear? I wonder how I look from your point of view. I bet it's something distasteful and incapable. Something I would have hated in the past. Oh, we have one more mission from him? Bruh. Oh, excuse me. Thinking about the past, my request will be the same as the previous ones. All I ask is you try a bit harder with your ability in mind. Yeah, I guess I can only stay in place, as always, unlike you. Man. Head of disciplinary. Yeah, bro. Yay! The bullets do more now. And memory repository imprinted, so we're stuck with all this bullshit now. Oh god. That banner stays for quite a while. Alright, as mentioned though, this is where I am going to close off for today. I still need to eat. Take a shower, and get ready for a TTRPG session, so until next time. The bullet upgrade is bugged and doesn't work at all, so you've heard. Interesting. Didn't know that. Have a good night. Yep, thank you. Anyhow. We've made quite a bit more progress than I thought we were going to make. Because we went from day 23 all the way to day 31 without memory repositorying. So we're stuck with the train. God damn it, we are stuck with the train. We are stuck with the train, we are stuck with censored. And well, all this other stuff is pretty benign, except maybe Silent Orchestra, I guess. Let's see, suppress 5 abnos of risk level he or lower. Does this have to be done in the same day, by the way? Or is this all at once? If it's 5 of them in the same day, I am going to be screaming. Because we don't have that many that we can just suppress. I guess we can suppress Reddit. Woodsman. Forsaken Murderer. Night of Despair is going to be screaming. The Funny Box, I guess, is probably easy. Train is fine, you got Fetus or TSO. Let's see. Same day. Oh, it's 5 of them in the same day. Okay. Well, that's for the me or maybe next week to deal with. If it ends up being next week. I don't know. We'll see when I stream. For the time being, though, here is whatever cover of me hitting the floor. Good night.